I suspect a lot of resentment about Meghan hitting the ground running came as much from Camilla as from Kate. Meghan then had to learn how to work hard, and she was an experienced public speaker. With that public speaking, Meghan is really good at it. Alright, Duchess Camilla then had a career before marrying Charles. She wasn't interested. Okay, I find it comical that Chuck and Cam really thought her reputation could ever be truly rehabbed. There's a video out there about Davis. He spent money to rehabilitate her image. That image will never. She will always be seen as the side chick.
He says that your husband renewed his relationship with Mrs. Camilla Parker Bowles. Do you think Mrs. Parker Bowles was a factor in the breakdown of your marriage?
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded. 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 So it was a bit crowded.
No matter what they do, bring the son out to say the mom's panorama interview was the one that did all the damage. No, people are not stupid. Alright, they simply aim too high. Oh, I think I responded to that. This part here. They simply aim too high. Camilla isn't despised like she was in the 90s. Most people have accepted their marriage and her role in the royal family. They should be happy with that. But they want her to be loved, and she will never be loved. I 100% agree with that. That's my like. She is absolutely right. These are 3 adults. There were 3 in the marriage. These things happen, okay? But the audacity of these people to make people believe what they were doing was justified and it's okay. This is the thing that really pisses people off.
Prince Charles expected his butler to keep visits to Camilla a secret from the princess.
The most damaging charge that is made in relation to your marriage is that you were, because of your relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, from the beginning, persistently unfaithful to your wife and thus caused the breakdown. What is your response to that persistent criticism?
I mean, all I can say is that, I mean, there is no truth in so much of this speculation. Mrs. Parker Bowles is a great friend of mine. I have a large number of friends. I'm terribly lucky to have so many friends who I think are wonderful and make the whole difference to my life, which would become intolerable otherwise.
You do your nonsense outside that's your business, but don't force people to accept this is good. This is where I have the problem with them. I really don't care who Charles sleep with. Do I really care? Hell no. No, but don't force it on people, and then at the expense of Meghan and Harry. Okay? At the expense of trying to show how bad Harry and Meghan are. Meanwhile, you're doing this stupid, what's the word for this? Vile, unethical, disgusting kind of behavior. And then you want people to accept it. This is where the problem is. Just like this tweet said, if they won't move along, do that thing, people have already accept her in the royal family because this is what you want. People cannot go against that. You want it, go ahead, do your thing. But why are you forcing it on people? This is where people have problem with. Okay, you marry your wife. Did anybody stop you? No. Nobody stopped you. You go ahead and you did what you did. Alright. Princess Diana moved on with her life. She said it was a bit crowded.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded. 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 So it was a bit crowded.
She left. She moved on and whatever. But you forcing people to accept your unethical behavior. That's the problem here. Do your thing in peace. Alright. Let's see here. There's 6 comments on the there's me here. I will not share the next one because that was the next tweet that I was gonna share. Okay, nothing wrong trying to aim high, but with something like this in her history, you can't reach bare minimum. That's something for people who drank the UK Kool-Aid water to deal with, but my goodness, don't force it to the rest of the world. This is, see, I still feel the same way. There's nothing wrong with aiming high, but not at the expense of somebody intellectual. My goodness,